About 2 weeks ago, Bungie released easily the most important season in Destiny 2's history. Not only is Season of the Wish the last season ever, but it's leading the way to the final shape, which is the most important expansion for Destiny ever. Coming from one of the biggest flops we've seen Bungie create, layoffs, scummy microtransactions, out of place game design, and a rapidly dying player base, the season means everything. So, where do we stand? I've seen many people love this season and many people hate it. And I'm going to stay completely transparent and say that 2 days into this season, I was ready to uninstall for good, pack it up and leave. It wasn't until I watched TDT's video about the season, it's linked below and it's going to be linked in that little thing in the corner, I decided to give this season another chance. So first I want to explain why I was mad just 2 days in. It's an age-old problem, recycled content. While Riven's Lair was new, the gameplay mechanics were the classic shoot Vex things with a laser so you can hurt the boss, which we've been doing since Curse of Osiris. Then I got hit in the face with a quest to do the Blind Well, which they say has new loot, but really it's just revamped old loot. Usually I'm okay with that, but not when the season is so important. That left a sour taste in my mouth. So there I am, really pissed off. I'm like, okay, I'll grind for the Thorn Catalyst and the Crucible. But oh, what's this? There's no normal mode in the Crucible to play. Checkmate control replacing regular. I know it's just for the weak, but checkmate is by no means a casual mode. You have to be very deliberate with your choices. So Relic it was. This made me more mad, and it's honestly a whole topic for another time. Then I go to the Coil, which I hadn't expected much from, and I was right not to, in my humble opinion. It was literally Riven's Lair but harder with roguelike flair like last season. The thing is, I'm coming off all these other negative experiences, boosted by the crazy scum of the Eververse and that starter pack, which was thankfully removed. Because of that, everything but the Coil at that time was just salt in a wound. And it's not like I was burned out either. I stopped playing for about 30 days last season. I wanted to play Destiny again. But I was ready to quit after this. Quit for good. Then the dungeon came out. I haven't played it, and I rarely do play the dungeons, but I saw that it boosted some morale. And the Destiny team has been going almost non-stop on Twitter making changes that people want, so with a changed mindset, I'd try again. So now, with my second chance, how does the season stand so far? It's still not good enough yet. With what is currently available, this season won't be able to keep players for 3 months, let alone 7. The loot is kind of mid, with the exception of a few things here and there. The gameplay loop is the same repetitive thing. I love that the devs are trying with the roguelike stuff, but I think it'll get pretty old pretty quick. Crucible's trying a lot, but I think they need to gain a consistent player base before they try all these new things. And all I'm really asking for is connection-based playlist with normal modes, control, clash, and supremacy. We don't want Rift. We don't want, like, whatever the, zone control? A mode that doesn't show how many kills you get? Like, we're going into connection-based. We want to see how we're doing. There is good things this season, though. The dungeon, the story, the things we have yet to see, which could be bad. We don't even know if there is stuff yet to see. We don't know yet. Will we get a secret mission like Season of the Seraph? I don't know. That mission, along with its story and its dungeon, it kind of carried Destiny out of its lower point from Plunder. That was terrible. That was close to being a dead game. This season so far hasn't been able to keep players, at least on PC, if we look at these numbers. And while Bungie's out here trying not to over-deliver, we see the king of live service, Fortnite, completely over-delivering. And you know what? It's some of the most fun I've had in gaming in a long, long time. The great era of gaming we're in right now is really hurting Destiny, who is still using a tactic that barely worked 4 years ago, let alone today. I'm still not going to play this season nearly as much as usual. I want to make content in other games in the meantime, but I haven't figured out anything that clicks. Like, I love Fortnite's newest chapter, and I love just about every roguelike that exists, so maybe I'll start there. If you guys don't like that and just liked me for Destiny, I highly appreciate the support you've given me up to this point. It's just time for me to explore more content, doing things I actually want to do. Because right now, as it stands, I have very little hope for the final shape, and I don't think I'll be pre-ordering at this point, and I'm going to see how it is post-launch and post-honeymoon. But Bungie, please, I dare you, change my mind on that.